Hey guys, welcome back to the Kanaya Jones channel, and today I'm back with another video. And today I want to talk to you guys, if you are in a season of suffering, if you are in a season of just not really understanding why what's going on in your life is going on, if you are in a season of confusion, of just turmoil, I hope this video can be encouraging to you, because me myself, I'm in a season of hardship, specifically financial hardship, and God has really been revealing to me, different things, and I want to share with you guys, because like I say, I come on here as I am. Like, I'm here to share this. God has given it to me. And one thing that I'm learning in this season, first and foremost, in 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 12, it literally say, those who are trying to live for Christ, who are trying to live godly, we will suffer persecution. We will go through things. We will face situations in our lives that are going to be in a suffering season. Like, we will go through persecution. So that's first and foremost. Hopefully that gets some weight off of your shoulders. Like, you don't necessarily have to be doing anything wrong to go through persecution, because in the Bible it say we will all go through something. And one thing about it, suffering is always used to draw us closer to God, for us to put our complete dependence on God. And if you are in a season of suffering, understand that nothing gets to you without God allowing it to get to you. It got to go through God first. And you have to understand, like, if God is allowing you to go through this season in your life, maybe go through this season of lack, go through this season of heartbreak, go through this season of poverty, go through this season of less than, go through this season of misunderstanding, or go through this season of loss or grief, or whatever it is in your life that you're in the season of, understand that it couldn't get to you unless God allowed it. And if God allowed it to get to you, it's because he's trying to get something to you, or he's trying to get something through you. God will never allow something to happen to you that is going to damage you. God won't give you more than you can handle, ever. And so that's something that has really been helping me in this season of my life. Like, wow, God, if you're allowing me to go through this financial hardship, then you're trying to get something to me and through me, and you're trying to allow me to be fully dependent on you, to put my faith in you, not my faith in my own faith, not my faith in, oh, if I do this, if I work, if I do this, working as in trying to do something for God to do something for me. No, I don't have to do nothing for God to do something for me. God did it because it's in his word. And so, or because he says he's going to do it in his word, not because my works did something for God to do something for me. That's not how God works. God is good. God loved me before he even knew me. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of takes that weight off of your shoulder, thinking you have to put on a performance to get God to do something in your life, because you don't. You don't have to put on no performance, put on no show. God say, listen, put your faith in me. And another thing too, like, understanding that this too will pass. And ask God, like, instead of, I know when we are in a season, we want God to just deliver us from it, but sometimes you got to sit in it. Sometimes you got to sit in it and ask God, like, hey, God, what are you trying to get me to understand in this season? God, what are you trying to get through me in this season? What do you want me to learn from this season in my life? What do you want me to, like, why is this season happening, and what can I do, or what should I change, or who am I supposed to help with this season? Because a lot of times, especially if you are in some type of ministry, or you're trying to help other people, or whatever your purpose and call is, maybe you going through this in this season could be to help somebody else in another season. So I know you want to get out of the season. I know you want God to let you free, but ask God, hey, God, give me comfort in the middle of it. Give me a peace in the middle of it. Give me an understanding in the middle of it, and walk with me while I'm in the middle of whatever you want me to go through. Because at the end of the day, we should want God's will to be done. God won't deliver us out of everything, but what he will do is walk with us. What he will do is mourn with us and sit with us in the middle of it. So yeah, ask God what he wants to reveal to you through this season. Understand that if you are in a season of suffering, that we all go through. We all go through. We all go through. And another thing too is if God allowed it, there's purpose in it. God, if it got to you, if it touched you, if God allowed something to touch you, it's for your good. And you better thank God while you in it and count your blessings. And if it's to the point where you don't even know what to count, start thanking God for the clothes on your back. Start thanking God for the breath in your house or wherever you at. Start thanking God that you had a meal to eat today. Start thanking God that you have your sight, you are able to watch this video. Even if you got to go to the smallest things of your feet touching ground today, that's a blessing. And I know we start to look at our suffering as if it's so big, but it's like, man, what if we were in a season like we would get like the famine? I remember watching I was watching a sermon by T.D. Jakes, and he was talking about how nothing just happens. And if it happened, it's a reason for it. And also that, like we would think we in such a hard time. And then let's say if something else worse were to happen, we'd be like, wow, what we were stressing over wasn't even that bad. You start looking at your issue, your suffering, your season of suffering as not even that bad when you think about how worse it could have been, how terrible it could have gotten. So even in the middle of your suffering season, that's still God's grace. That still is God love. Y'all have to think about the book of Job. Job was a man with a heart after God, lived right, was a man of God, a man of integrity. And God allowed Satan to pretty much like destroy him, like not kill him. God did not allow Satan to kill him, but God allows Satan to touch him. God said you could take away his money, his riches, his wealth. God allowed him to take away his children. His wife turned his back on him and everything. And at the end, Job still did not curse God. Job still served God. He had blisters up and down his body, covered in blisters. His health was attacked. He lost his kids. He lost his wife. Like, imagine going through a turmoil like Job and still holding your hand, but still serving God, still not turning your back on God. And God restored everything to Job tenfold. Like, God restored everything back to Job even better than he had once had before. So don't think just because you're in the suffering season that oh, I must have done something wrong, because that's not always the case. Not saying that it can't be the case, but that's not always the case. But yes, hopefully this gave you some sense of encouragement. I'm thanking God in the middle of it. Hey, like, God is good. And if you have any prayer requests, if I can pray on your behalf, let me know in the comments. If you want to send me a private message or something, I'll leave everything in the description box. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.